All right. So thank you so much for being here. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. Um, so we're going to go over a few things. This is the KW 203 experience. So KW is a company that's built by agents and for agents. Let's start off with the KW 203 experience. We got a video for you. Let me know if you can't hear anything. You can always unmute yourself to ask questions when you have them. Let's see if this loads okay. I'm in this one part of the office that's like a dead zone.
Keller Williams was kind of a cultural experiment. At the end of the day, I wanted to see if I could build an organization that put people first.
As soon as I heard about the economic model and how they were going to share with all the people that helped build the company, I actually said, this will be the #1 company in the world.
The Y4C2Ts was the first time in my life that I'd seen a company actually express their value system and what they believed in on paper.
We are no longer outsourcing to third-party companies. World-class technology companies don't rent their vision, they own it. The only company on the planet that cares more about your success is only Keller Williams.
Why? Come on, technology.
The third-party companies. World-class technology companies don't rent their vision, they own it. The only company on the planet that cares more about your success is only Keller Williams.
Oh my God, wasn't that amazing and incredible and all that jazz? All right, so moving right along. All right, so a little more about us, right? We believe that who you're in business with does matter. We believe that the company we keep can contribute to our lives in untold ways. So to help cement this understanding, we formalized a belief system called the Y4C2TES that guides how we treat each other and how we do business. We have a mission. Ours is to build careers worth having, experiences worth giving, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, and legacies worth leaving. So I think that's a great mission statement. Our vision is to become the real estate company of choice for agents and their customers. Our vision isn't necessarily to become #1, but by doing what we set out to do, we are #1. And our values are God, family, and then business. We've got this cool perspective, a technology company that provides a real estate platform that our agents, buyers, and sellers prefer. KW thinks like a top producer, acts like a trainer consultant, and focuses all its activities on service, productivity, and profitability. So that's pretty cool. And our belief system, that's one of my favorite things about us. This belief system is something that we all live by. Have any of you that have ever been to any KW office seen where we have our belief system? Anybody want to take a guess? Oh, y'all the shy group. You always get a shy group every so often. Okay, so when you come into the office in Stanford, you go to the front desk, you'll see Marlon at the front. And then if you look to the wall to the right, you'll see our belief system written all over the wall. So it's good stuff, stuff that can help you with your family, with your friends, with your business. Win-win or no deal. If you can't come to a win-win, maybe you should keep working at this challenge until you get to a win-win so everyone can leave feeling good, right? Communication, that's another one of my favorites. Seek first to understand, because in this day and age, people love to just fire off asynchronous messages, electronic communications with no kind of tonality behind it. So if I say, "Good morning, Nicoletta, isn't this a great day?" but her puppy just passed away, maybe it's not a great day for her. You know what I mean? So you got to talk to people, see how they're feeling, you know, face to face, voice to voice. Anyway, moving right along. Remember, you guys can unmute at any point, ask questions, or tell better stories than the ones I'm telling. So, learning on your own terms. You have so many opportunities to learn on your own terms here at KW. Some describe us as a training and education and consulting company, cleverly disguised as a real estate company. So, there are so many ways for you to learn with us. Has anyone on this call been on our morning Crush It calls at 9 a.m. that we have? So, Alex, you over there nodding your head. Oh,
I did partially this morning until I heard about the party.
what did you think about the call?
Oh, no, I've been yesterday at 9 and this morning. No, I enjoyed the course and it's a good way to start the morning.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, indeed. So, yeah, I encourage you all to join our Crush It calls by going to mykwzoomroom.com every weekday morning, 9 o'clock. They're real quick. They're like only about 15 minutes. Great way to start your day with good energy, great information. And it's really the best way to be in the know with what's going on in your organization. So tune into those. And if you miss them, you know, you can go to our YouTube library. We have a whole playlist of all kinds of classes, right? So if you click on this link, it's going to bring you over to YouTube. KW203 TV, that's our handle, 360 subscribers so far. When you get to the home page, you'll just see the most recent videos. But when you click on playlist, it's all broken down based on what kind of class it is. So we've got classes on wealth building. We've got a bunch of command classes, all our morning Crush It calls, 228 Crush It calls. That's a lot. So all kinds of classes. So this way you can sharpen your tools, learn on your own terms, especially if you heard a class was excellent and you missed it. Any questions on this? Any thoughts? All right. So now you know how to find that.
That's where, sorry, Adonis' question. That's where the Ignite, all the courses go to, because I did go on the YouTube and I found that I've expected to see many more videos. So all is there, all the courses, all the training, all the recording stuff.
All of our recorded classes are on this site. I don't know if you went to KW203 TV because we have 84 Ignite classes that we've done in the past on this Ignite playlist. So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No, I'll have to check it out again. Yesterday I went for, I participated in the first Ignite course ever. So
nice.
Really good. I really recommend it to everybody.
Okay.
I know it ends today, but I do want to go back and see everything else.
Good, good. Thank you for saying that. So now you know where to find that. And of course, people who have a coach tend to perform at a higher level than those who do not have a coach, right? There's only so much that most people can pull out of themselves. They need somebody that's going to help them to stretch their vision and continue to reach higher and higher heights. So in our office, we have the greatest productivity coach in all the land, 4 months running, miles ahead of her competition, the best. So Jen Hen, she's our productivity coach. I believe she was the first realtor that this Keller Williams hired. So she's seen everything you can see in real estate. She knows all, she's like an oracle. So she's a great person to attach your wagon to, hang your flag with, so you can really have someone that's going to help you to build your organization beyond your wildest dreams. Is anyone who's on this call currently in coaching? I know we got a lot of new people here, so there might not be anybody. Alex, did you raise your hand? Alex, is it time for you to unmute and speak to the class? Come on.
Yes, I signed up with Jen coaching class. It's been inspirational, and she gives you a lot of information.
Nice. Okay, so I agree with that. So for those of you that are interested in signing up with Jen, or even before signing up, interested in having a consultation so she can speak to you about the program and let you know about how it would help you with your business, you see we've got a link right here. If you click on the jenheninterview.youcanbook.me, then you get to her site where you can schedule a one-on-one with her. So you just choose the day and the week and the time, and then you'll be locked in for a 30-minute conversation. She'll call you, explain the program. You'll be really impressed. You'll join, and then you'll learn your 7 foundations. You'll get your monthly one-on-ones with her. That is a huge value. So I thoroughly recommend you all have the conversation with Jen and then let her explain it to you. If it's a good fit, move from there. All right, let's go back over here. Oh, the other thing I want you all to do is to join the KW 203 bulletin board. We have a Facebook group that's only eligible for those of us that are in KW. And I mean KW, Stanford, Ridgefield, Newtown, Danbury, and Westport, right? The five, right? So all you'd have to do is make sure you have your KW email address, and then you can join this group. And this is a great way for you to connect with your peers, right? If you're planning an event, you can let all of us know. If you want to know about who the best home warranty person is, right? If you have an open house, anything that makes sense to share with everybody, this is the place to do it. And the other thing I want to point out to you is that once you join, there's a tab I want you to click on. Towards the top, there's media. If you click on media, then there's albums. Under albums, then you get all 7 of the Dream Coaching videos. So our productivity coach was kind enough to share these 7 videos that get everyone a clearer idea of what they should be expecting. She talks about what to do when you have a listing, lock boxes and Supra, all kind of important things, and they're only like 5-minute videos. So I recommend as a homework assignment, join the group, watch all 7 videos. They're invaluable. You don't have to join productivity coaching to watch these videos. All right, so we talked about that, talked about this. Let's move on. Ignite. So Nicoletta was kind enough to already share with us what she thought of Ignite. So this is an awesome class for people who really want to make it in real estate. Rick, our broker, he teaches Ignite. He's one of the greatest teachers I've ever seen. So I thoroughly recommend you take Ignite as many times as you want to. You can take it 2 and 3 and 4 times. I think we have Donna who's taken it about 13 times at this point. It's cool to take it at different times in your career because the information will hit you in different ways. You can adopt things differently when you're at one level of production versus another. If you guys do half the thing that Rick talks about in that class, you would have more business than you know what to do with. So if you're up for a challenge, definitely take Ignite. Free class. Agents who take Ignite are 138% more likely to have transactions than those who do not. So I highly recommend you take it. And if you don't want to wait for the next round to start, because tonight is the final session of Ignite, there are 12 classes total. It's going to come back around probably within the next 45 days. So then you can start that from scratch, but you can play the Ignite playlist and just catch up on everything that you missed. So definitely take advantage of this free opportunity for you. Now, before we move on, we're going to have our first guest speaker. He's the man of the hour every hour. He's a great soldier for the cause. He's a person that helps you to get paid. So that's reason enough alone to love the man. So I'm going to introduce you all to Sam Lopez, the Assistant Market Center Administrator, AMCA. Right. So Sam, please talk to the people. Let them know what you do, sir.
Thank you for the introduction, sir. I appreciate it. Like Adonis said, I am the assistant MCA here at the Market Center, which is just a fancy way of saying I'm in the finance department. So I help with processing your commission checks, invoicing for you, bills for the office, all that kind of stuff. I can also help with command questions, DocuSign, things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do. If you have questions in regards to your commissions, how it's calculated, or sending out invoices, I'm the go-to guy for that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me, for my introduction.
Anybody have any questions for Sam? Sam, leave us with these parting words. What are the best ways for people to stay on your good side and make sure that they do what they do so they don't unintentionally poke the beehive that is the MCA department?
I think it's quite a beehive, but yeah, so you definitely want to make sure that you are submitting your paperwork for your transactions in a timely fashion. The office policy on that is within 3 days of an accepted offer. So within 3 days, you should be submitting your opportunity with your documents and your commission request to the office. You'll learn all about what those things are, but you should definitely be submitting all of your paperwork to the office within 3 days. And then if you have any changes to a transaction that you have submitted, price change, closing date changes, things like that, you want to let the office know, particularly me or Lisa, the MCA, or if you're in Ridgefield, Deb Linky is the MCA over in the Ridgefield Market Center. So letting us know that something has changed on your transaction so that we can keep all of the numbers correct on the back end. And make sure we're, of course, invoicing the correct amount for you when it comes time to invoice for your transactions. So those are two of the things you definitely want to keep in mind as you go about your real estate career. Just make sure to keep the office in the loop with what's going on your transactions.
All right, thank you. So for an extended version of what Sam is talking about, look on YouTube on our KW203 page. He taught this class on October 6th, Commissions with Sam, hour-long, very smooth, step-by-step walkthrough of how to get paid when it's time to get paid at the office. So thank you for all you do, Sam, and I'll talk to you again. I know you got other things to do, so.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it. So let's move right along. All right, so these are our KW market basics, right? These are the Kellerisms, the jargon that you hear a lot of times when you're here at Keller Williams. The Market Center is one of our larger staffed offices like Ridgefield or Stamford, okay? And the TL, that's our team leader. So depending on which office you came to us from would determine who your team leader is. It's either Dan Raposo in Ridgefield or Steve Scott in Stamford. These are the people that have the task of growing our organization to the mightiest organization on the planet, right? So anytime you know someone that you think is a good fit for us, recommend them to your team leader. In Stanford, we even have an assistant team leader named Carlos Martinez, bilingual, super talented. So remember, you can refer people to anywhere in the country, but make sure you talk to your team leaders anytime you think of someone that's a good fit for our organization. The OP and the broker, that's Rick Scott. He's our director of education. He teaches a lot of our classes. He's the one that you would go to get a signature if you need like a broker signature. And you can send it all to him at a click of a button using DocuSign. So the ALC, that's our Agent Leadership Council, made up of some of our top agents at the office. And they, with Steve and Rick, make all the decisions in our office. So you can be on the ALC, I would say, after at least the first year you come on board, you know, you do what you got to do. You help a lot of families. You express the desire to become an ALC member. Talk to your team leader, and hopefully we can see you on the team, on the council in the future. So definitely a cool thing about our company. You get treated like a stakeholder. So it's not like all the decisions are made and you don't have any say. The DOFI, the Director of Operations, Marlon, he's someone you'll hear from a little later on, so I'm not going to steal his thunder. MCA, that's Lisa Katz. So she and Sam work together to make sure that we're in good standing and all the billing is taken care of, all the accounting, all that fun stuff that I would not want to do at all. Transmittal is the process that happens at the beginning of every month where Sam and Lisa, especially Lisa, she's behind closed doors. And unless the building is on fire, I would not recommend opening that door. She has a sign up that tells you don't do it because she has a bunch of numbers she has to crunch to make sure we're all in good financial standing. So in times like that, you can reach out to Sam because then Sam can get to Lisa or help you out. Okay. Same with Ridgefield. So Deb Linky has her transmittal as well. All right. So you do get supplies working with Keller Williams. So you can get your business cards from anywhere you want to get them from. I like this site here, KW Printers. So KW Printers makes it very easy to get your cards, right? All you have to do is go to the website and pick the one you want, right? You want red cards, they got red cards, black cards, green cards, blue oceanside beach cards, whatever you want. You just pick the front of the card and then you get to pick the back of the card. So many different choices for you, right? Maybe you want to have something like a thank you. The finest compliment I could ever receive is a referral from friends and family, right? You can set the tone for what you want in real estate. Anyway, you can get 1,000 cards for less than $75 when you put in the promo code Adonis. And I don't even get a kickback. Don't worry. I don't make any money off of this, but you guys save money. So enjoy. Then after you order your cards, make sure you get your receipt over to your office's billing department. So either Sam and Lisa or to Deb Linky, and then they will give you a credit towards your next billable event. So next time that they're supposed to charge you, they'll know that you have a credit of up to $75. If your business cards cost $50, you would get a $50 credit. If your business cards cost $200, you can only get up to a $75 credit. So be mindful of that. You also get sign writers. So if you're interested in being a super listing agent, right, you get your first listing after you join KW. All you have to do is reach out to the front desk and let them know you've got a listing with the paperwork. Then we'll order you 2 custom sign writers. So the post goes in the ground, the panel that says Keller Williams is there. Below that, it's your name writer. So people can call Alexandra and get your phone number, get your ability to reach out to you directly so you can help them, right? You can also get a name badge working with Keller Williams. You just have to reach out to Marlon at the front desk and let them know which badge you're interested in. You can just send him an email, mjgonzalez@kw.com, and he'll work with you on that. You also get an email address. Look, the rewards just keep coming, right? It's like check under your chair. We got some more stuff, right? So with emails, you can get a KW email that's backed by the almighty Google, and you can use it however you want to use it. It's whatever you want that's not taken at kw.com. So floor time. We do have floor time at the office here. And when it's time for our next speaker to speak, he'll explain to you a little more about floor time. And we also have conference rooms you can use here at the office whenever you have clients that you want to have a one-on-one meeting with. They all have computers in them. You can book them ahead of time, or you can just use the tablets outside of the door to book them. We just ask that you keep them tidy so the next person can go into a clean room. We don't want it to look like a tornado hit the room before you came inside there, okay? You also get printers at the office. Even though we're in this digital era where you might not need to print anything anymore, if you do need to print, all of our offices have printers in them. And you would just sign into the printer using your Repert credentials. So you can sign in as you, make your copy, you can send an email, you can print, or you can send a fax. Who's sending faxes in 2021? Josh, Kylie? So it's up to you. You can also fax them. And we have computers that you can use in our office. Let's say you didn't bring your laptop or you just wanted to come into one of our pop-in stations. So you would be able to sign in with your Repert Factor credentials, and you can use that computer for as long as you're the person using that computer. We even have multiple Wi-Fis. We've got like a public Wi-Fi and a guest Wi-Fi. So once you're an agent with us and you connect with Repert Factor, you can get your own laptop able to print in the office. Sorry, no Chromebooks. No iPads, no phones, tablets, computers. You can definitely get those set up. All right. Office safety is also important. So we want you to know that staff is only here during business hours. So 8:30 to 5, Monday through Friday. That's when we're in the office. Other than that, you should practice your own realtor safety. Every agent has the ability to get keys to our office. So make sure that you reach out to your front desk if you haven't received keys yet. And if you're not going to be coming into the office that regularly and you don't need keys, don't feel like you need to get keys, right? But our offices are open during regular business hours. Like I said, if you're going to be dealing with somebody at nights or on the weekend, you're going to make sure that you get your own credentials and lock up the space when you're done so we can keep our spaces, pure no riffraff coming in here after hours. We don't want the dregs of society in here, right? So we want you to make sure that you're always practicing your realtor safety. If you're meeting somebody that you've never met before, especially at a strange hour and you're the only one meeting with them, maybe have some kind of a buddy system. Maybe, Nicoletta, you've got a friend or a family member and you can tell them, I'm meeting with this person at 4 p.m. on Saturday. Never met them before. Have that person give you a call at 4:15, just so people know that, I will be missed. Don't try anything. So that's office safety. Scott Leroy Marketing. I know a lot of you have done your Scott Leroy Marketing questionnaire. Maybe some of you haven't. You want to make sure you do this sooner than later so you can get your KW email address, you can get your website, your customized mobile app. Scott Leroy's team is awesome. They do a lot for you, and most of it doesn't cost any money. You just send an email to support@scottleroymarketing.com and they'll take care of the rest for you. But just make sure you do your questionnaire by going to reagentsetup.com, enter all your information, and then within 2 business days, you get that Keller Cloud Setup Complete email. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, just message me later and we can make sure you get all taken care of on that. So in addition to this, you have other benefits as well working with Keller Williams. You all are going to have access to Apply Connect. You just have to set up your account on your end. Apply Connect is the company we use for pulling credit reports. So this is going to come in handy if you represent a tenant. If you represent a tenant, the landlord's concerned about credit score, usually above all else, right? So in order to make sure you get all set up with Apply Connect, if you look at the email that I sent you that welcomed you to this orientation, it gives you a handout that's a Word document, and you'll be able to scroll down to the Apply Connect section. It tells you how to set up your free account. You don't have to pay any money for this. You don't have to change your password over and over. It's a one-time setup. The strangest thing about it is you have to actually pass a quiz on yourself to prove that you really are Susan and not somebody else. But once you do that, you get your link, you share it with your clients pull their own credit report, and then everyone is in good standing. You're also going to get access to Toolkit CMA. I don't know if any of you on this call have ever used Toolkit CMA. My guess is Nicoletta maybe used it in the past. Yes, no, she's not giving me any head nod to let me know. Okay, she gave me a finger. So not that finger, she gave me a hand finger. So Toolkit CMA is an option that you guys could use. It's full of awesome tools for realtors, right? You can do CMAs for your sellers, for sale by owner presentations, expired listings, pre-listing packages, flyers, all kind of good stuff, all connected to the MLS. So you get real-time data. So if we happen to do a class on Toolkit CMA, I'd recommend you attend. Although nowadays, a lot of the things that you need to do, you could do right on the MLS. But this is another free tool for you to use. Now, before I move on, I'm going to introduce to you the next great speaker. We have another awesome gentleman who, from what I've seen so far, is excellent at what he does. Like Wolverine, he's the best at what he does. So this guy is going to be one of your go-to people here in the office. He's a lot of times the first face you see, right? He's got a myriad of things he can help you with. And like a good captain, he steers the ship to make sure that we don't crash into anything that we're not supposed to crash into. So Marlon, you'll see I'm going to always give you like some kind of greater intro than the last time. So if you could unmute, Marlon, why don't you speak to the people and tell them what you do?
Hey everyone, my name is Marlon, like Marlon Brando, not the fish, please and thank you. I'm here as the Director of Operations of Stanford. I'll be here in the front desk. If you need me to schedule a conference room, send me an email or call me. I can set your conference room up for you and your client. If you need a lockbox, which you're definitely going to need in the future, come see me. I'll be able to give you a lockbox, 1 or 2, I'll be here as almost as your personal assistant for everybody. And I'm glad to help in any way I could possibly can. Any calls, any questions, I'm always here. And I want to thank you, Adonis, for that awesome introduction. It was a little bit, I liked it a lot, But if you need anything else, I'm always here at the front desk for your needs. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anybody have any questions for Marlon? You guys, I spent all this time getting Marlon Brando himself on this call. And nobody's got any questions for the famous and mighty godfather known as Marlon Brando. All right. Well, no problem. You know where to find him. MJ Gonzalez at kw.com. Anyway, we're going to move on. We're almost done with this crazy thing. So, technology and marketing. We are currently dealing with the tech-enabled environment. So if you're somebody who's awesome face-to-face, but you don't have any online presence, you're going to be missing out. You're going to be missing out on people, connections, customers. The same is true with the opposite situation. If you're only good online and not good in person, you want to have the best of both worlds. And what if there was some way that you could have the best of both worlds? Well, we've got something called Command. I know a lot of you are using it. I know a lot of you are new to it. I know a lot of you are true to it. So I have a video to show you a little more about Command. Maybe you'll get a little more excited about it, make it part of your day, part of your life, part of your universe. And it'll probably load. Maybe if I cross my fingers.
Companies are nothing more than people. People create everything inside an organization. And what's going to make us better in the long term is the way that our people think. Our goal is to tap the way people think and put it to use for everybody.
Keller Williams is going to listen to what their agents want for tech.
To break and rebuild the entire command system, which is what we call the lab process.
Saying, okay, tell us what works, tell us what doesn't.
There were a lot of, can we do this, can we do that? The answer is always going to be yes.
I feel like I designed it.
I really want to show you some updates and products, mostly command.
Our agents can be smarter.
I'm not doing multiple data entry and things aren't falling through the cracks. They're all in one place.
Now we can focus on the relationship with the clients.
I like to call it high tech and high touch.
We're creating the industry's first innovation partnership with all of the agents out there.
I feel like I'm on the cutting edge of my profession.
This is for the agents. This is for the people that are actually doing the work on a daily basis.
It never fails for no good reason. Here we go. Come on.
The people that are actually doing the work on a daily basis.
They invest in not just the technology, but also in the people in the company.
Command makes my life easy.
So when people say you can't build software, well, actually we can, and we actually are.
Ooh, look at us building software. How fancy. So you have multiple ways you can make Command part of your life. Let me tell you about a few of them. Every morning at 9:30, Debbie Orr is doing her business builders class. So you can check that out. She talks about Command there. Sometimes on Thursdays at 11, she'll have a Command users group where she'll drill down on Command yet again. Another thing you could do is check out Marty Miller. Marty Miller is on YouTube, MartyMiller. Marty Miller took it upon himself. He was like the first one that I knew of that took it upon himself to teach people this program. He gives you something called the 66-Day Challenge. You can go on YouTube and find the 66-Day Challenge 5.0. That's the newest one. He even has one in Spanish. So that's pretty cool. So anybody know why it's a 66-day challenge? Anybody can guess. Anybody. 66 days. Jose Vladimir knows. 66 days? Anybody? No? Y'all some shy people today. Oh my God. So listen, it's 66 days because that's how long it takes to form and fully build a habit. Anything you do for 66 days, you won't stop doing it, or at least it'll be very difficult to stop doing it. Some of y'all learned that during the pandemic, right? Whatever new things you adopted, you might still be doing. Anyway, take the 66-day challenge and then you'll be able to learn Command in a manageable way. Last thing I'll say about Command for now is that every Wednesday, we send an email that gives you the ability to sign up for one of our tech one-on-ones. You can do a DocuSign one-on-one if you want to learn how to use DocuSign and send your clients forms digitally. I can take you through that with slots Wednesday through Friday each week. Sign up at 9 a.m. on Wednesdays when those emails come out before the slots get taken. Another opportunity is for a tech one-on-one with Joe McHugh. So Joe McHugh is one of our agents from Ridgefield who is always on the cutting edge of what's happening with technology in our company. He just gets it and he gets it first, so he can teach it at a high level. So he got multiple time slots you can schedule with him Wednesday through Friday. So from that same email on Wednesdays, look at that if you want to drill down on something in commands. All right, sure, that was a mouthful. The next thing I want to take you through is the KW mobile app. So if you guys were on the Crush It calls last week and this week, we've been talking more about the mobile app. It's a really awesome platform for you that KW is the originator of. Our competitors don't have anything like this. So check out this video that I'm sure will load.
Got it.
We need a pool. Let's start with a budget. But don't we want to live close to
My parents.
my parents? We'll pick this up later. Nice.
Okay, now what? Remember the guide?
Now, how about that pool?
Wow, how about that pool? Oh my gosh, what an excellent app that you guys could all be using and sharing with your clients and benefiting their lives. So we also have an awesome opportunity called Profit Share that I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, right? Profit Share is your ability to recommend people to us. And whenever they join and they say that Marlon Gonzalez is the main reason I'm here at KW, then they're going to get profit share. So KW is built on the model that the agents should be treated like stakeholders in the company. So if you help the company to grow, you're going to get a monetary thank you over and over too, not just one. We've got profit share and growth share programs that's going to recognize our agents who help the company to grow. So I got one more video and then I'm going to introduce our next speaker. So check this out. This is going to explain how profit share works. It's a little confusing.
When deals close, agents who haven't capped pay company dollar to the market center. The market center uses that money to pay its bills. What's left over is profit. Every real estate business is in business for profit, and usually the owners keep all of that profit. This practice makes sense. Owners invest in businesses with the hope of seeing a return. At Keller Williams Realty, we do things a little differently. We believe in growing the business together. So we split the profit between the owners who took the risk and the associates who have helped grow the market center. Roughly 52% goes to the owners who took the risk, and roughly 48% goes to the associates who helped grow the market center. So, how is it dispersed? We figure out what percentage of the market center's profit is a result of that associate, and we take that percentage of the profit share pool and disperse it through the branches of that associate's profit share tree on a monthly basis. The associate sponsor gets half, the associate sponsor's sponsor gets 10%, and so on until all of it is dispersed through 7 levels of sponsorship. At Keller Williams Realty, we believe the profit will grow exponentially when everybody has the opportunity to share in it. We believe in finding the win-win and in doing the right thing, because together, everyone will achieve more.
Isn't that nice? Together, everyone achieving more. Together, juntos. That's awesome. So before we take another step, I'm going to introduce to you guys a wonderful gentleman, one that he's the kind of guy that you just feel like you've known your whole life, even if you're just meeting him right now. Just great guy, warm personality, the kind of person you'd want in your organization or on your team, because you know he's going to be hardworking and make your clients feel good as well. So this is Jose Vladimir from Guaranteed Rate Affinity, one of our mortgage partners. So I wanted to have him hop on so he can explain to you how he can help you and your team. Go ahead, sir.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you, Adonis. Thank you for that very warm welcome. And believe me when I tell you, the sentiment is very mutual. You know, I think very highly of you. You are indeed my friend. Thank you. A pleasure to be here with all of you. I only have about like 2 minutes or so to talk to you about who I am and how I can be of service to you. But before I do that, let me congratulate you on joining a very solid real estate firm. I have the pleasure of working with KW since March of this year. And I have to tell you, I have worked for many real estate companies in the past. I have a lot of relationships with many other realtors. And by far, this management team and this company is the tip of the spear, the very best. I am blessed to be able to be here and to be able to see how they develop their realtors and how they really care about you. So take that to heart. It's not a lie. I'm telling you the truth, at least from my perspective, what I'm able to see. So who am I? Why am I here? I'm one of again, in the great wisdom of the management team of your company, you should feel very happy because you have 4 mortgage companies that provide you services. And those are, you have Keller Williams Mortgage, you have Loan Depot, you have Westport Mortgage, and you have Guaranteed Rate Affinity. I represent Guaranteed Rate Affinity. And who are we? We are a nationwide mortgage lending company. The affinity part, we are a branch of Guaranteed Rate. You probably have seen their commercials in the Super Bowl and things like that. We are about 3,000 loan officers strong, and we are nationwide. So what do I bring to the table? As your loan officer, number one, I speak Spanish. So if you deal with Spanish-speaking customers, please be assured that they will be very well taken care of. I have a team of Spanish-speaking professionals who are helping me. My assistant speaks Spanish, my loan coordinator, my loan processor, they speak Spanish. So we have a team of professionals who are here to help with your Spanish-speaking customers. Obviously, that's not my only focus. I work with everybody. But we have that edge, we have that advantage for your benefit. So what can we do for you? Let's start with what we cannot, the things that we cannot do, all right? So Guaranteed Rate Affinity cannot do land financing. I'm sorry, no, scrap that, we able to do that. We got a broker now who's able to do that. We cannot do mobile home financing. So if you have to deal with mobile home financing, we cannot do that. What else we cannot do? We cannot do co-op financing. A co-op is a form of ownership for apartments. We don't have that program, so we cannot help you with that. So those are the 2 things. On the other thing that we cannot do is construction financing. We don't do construction financing. It's usually called construction to perm, and we don't do that type of financing. We can finance new construction, but not the construction process. So those are the 3 things that Guaranteed Rate Affinity cannot do. So what can we do for you? Everything else. Conventional financing, government financing, first-time home buyer, we are very good with CHFA. We have a multitude of programs that are available that can help. Financing for 3% down payment, financing 100% down payment, 100% financing if necessary. CHFA, which is the first-time home buyer program here in Connecticut. We have access to all those programs. Jumbo loans, we have access to. Land financing, we have access to. So we have a plethora of programs that are available to you to help with your business. So how do we work together? It is, if you feel comfortable with me, if you wish to have a conversation with me, if you feel like I can be a good fit for your business plan, for your planning, you bring me along, you introduce me to your customers, and I evaluate them to see if they qualify for the purchase that they want to make. And if they do, and if I'm able to provide them with a pre-approval letter, then you feel comfortable that I've done my work because I'm very thorough, and that you can proceed with that pre-approval letter and take your customers out looking for a home. And what do I look for? I look to make sure that the customer are employed, that they have a job, that they have credit that is reasonable and in good standing to qualify for a mortgage, and that they have a little bit of money to help with the purchase. They don't have to have a lot of money, but it's a good idea to have some because there's some expenses that they need to pay beforehand during the process of getting a home. So basically, that's what I do. I hope you find this information useful. And you think, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I am going to put my contact information on the chat, and I'm also going to put my link to my website as well on the chat, so you can read about me a little bit. The picture that you see there is when I used to be handsome and had hair, but the mortgage business is quite stressful, and this is what happens when you work in the mortgage industry. But I am delighted to help you, guide you in any way possible. Okay, if you have any questions, please go ahead, unmute yourself, and I'll try to answer your questions. If Adonis allows me, I'm happy to do so. If not, then please don't hesitate to reach out. By the way, I am also at the KW Stanford Center. I'm usually there on Wednesdays and Fridays. So if you happen to be visiting the Stanford Center, stop by, see me. I'm right across from the kitchen. I'm very friendly. I usually have chocolates right there also in my office. So you're welcome to my chocolates, and you're welcome to chat with me and ask me questions about the lending process. That's what I'm here to help you. Adonis, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Now, if someone does want to ask a question, the first person to unmute may ask a question. Otherwise, just please connect with him and we will get him over to you. Telling you, you're going to come across Spanish-speaking clients for sure. So he's a great person to have with you for all speaking clients. He's just good, just good. So thank you, Jose Vladimir.
You bet.
Oh, somebody's in my chat. Let me just see if that's a chat question. Oh, okay. It's Jose dropping the information. Good. All right. Thank you. We're going to keep moving forward, my beautiful people. So we're also a company that's built around helping people, not just making money, right? We also help people. Finding and serving the higher purpose of business is at the heart of our KW culture. We believe in supporting the financial, physical, and emotional well-being of our associates. Every year we have an event called Red Day. It's an awesome event where all the KW offices, we close and we get out into the community and do something nice. This was started in 2009. Red Day stands for Renew, Energize, and Donate. It's our annual company-wide day of community service. The whole concept is to give where you live, right? We sell homes in Stanford and Ridgefield and all kind of beautiful places, right? So now we have the opportunity to give back. So this is a huge event. We all put on our red shirts mid-May and we get out there and we do something nice. So come closer to May next year, you're going to hear what our plans are. So we hope that you'll be able to join us so we can make a bigger impact. Join us for Red Day. Now, KW Cares is this awesome organization that we have within an organization, and through the incredible generosity of our associates, the company is able to support its own during national, regional, local, and personal crises. So in my last video of the day, I'm going to show you a little bit about the power of KW Cares, and I'm sure this video will play.
Little moments.
I don't know why, but I want to just blame Alexandra for this because I don't know what's going on. Look at it, it's like frozen. Did I mention that we're a technology company? Oh, it's like frozen. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. It believes. Come on, it's a good video. All right, let's press play. No, it's crazy. This is YouTube Premium. Like, I pay for this. All right.
Full of little moments.
Here we go.
There.
At least no one's recording this, right?
Life is full of little moments. There are moments that are beautiful,
unpredictable in the most incredible ways. But there are also moments that can change life forever. A diagnosis, an accident, a fire, a storm, and it's as if, in a moment, the world that you knew before may never look the same. At KW, we are one family. And in moments of struggle, families are to be a source of light in the darkness. They surround us and lift us up. They help us move forward. For 18 years, KW Cares has served as a beacon of light for the KW family. We have awarded over $43 million in grants and helped support nearly 5,000 families in times of hardship due to sudden emergencies. From natural disasters to life-altering events, KW Cares is here to respond to urgent needs within our family. We are resilient, and we are stronger when family helps family. Support us so we can support others. Show you care at kwcares.org.
Isn't that a nice video? So KW Cares is super awesome. And I recommend that whenever you close a deal, you consider donating some money to KW Cares, especially if it's a non-rental and you're making thousands of dollars. When you go to submit your commission request, it's going to ask you if you want to donate to KW Cares. So $5, $10, $20, the more of our KW agents who donate, the bigger of a contribution we can make. So find it in your heart to donate to KW Cares. All right, lastly, KW is the company that's built by agents for agents. We're a company that's changing lives, and the next one could be yours. So with that, you are oriented. You guys did